Here on the ones and twos, he's gonna be cutting it up, and then they just gotta figure it out. Yep, they gotta figure it out, so we gonna really see what they got. So now let me introduce you to my beautiful dancers here. All right, first, I really think this man can really stop time, so the first one we got is Clocks. Yeah. Stay with me. Here.
All right. Hey, I'm Clocks. I specialize in tutting, robotics, and animation. Yeah, I grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I was born in 1990. At this point, I've been dancing for about 11 years or so. I definitely enjoy a lot of different styles of dance. I like, of course, I like house, train some locking, train a little bit of breaking. Got to work with a few of the more traditional styles, and I really enjoy learning a lot of the new stuff too. For me, dance is a wonderful way to express myself and meet a lot of other like-minded people. It's so interesting to be able to connect through such a unique art form, because you don't have to speak the same language. You can travel anywhere in the world, but if you dance, you can connect that way, and I think that's really something unique,
All right. Next, we got OG, triple, Sir C.
Yo, what up? It's Sir Charles, aka Sir C, and my dance style would be all various styles of freestyle, but I would say my most recent one would be house. I'm an 80s baby, and I was raised, I'm an 80s baby. I was born in Richmond, Virginia, but I was raised in Miami, Florida. I've been dancing pretty much my whole life. I was always that kid at the barbecue and at the family reunion, dancing for $1. Be like, hey, do this for $1, and that would be me. But for me, dance means everything. I would say my most special thing to me is music, and I love dance because I love music so much, and because music moves me so much that I can't do nothing but dance to it. So for me, it's literally been a lifeline, and I've been through a lot. And I was pretty much on my own since I was 15, and dancing is what got me through everything. So dancing is my life.
Then I got my mans out here. He's super cool. He's super chill. Manny! See, look.
What's Gucci, y'all? My name is Manny. My dance style is flexing / animation. I was born in '95, and I'm from Inglewood, California. I've been dancing since 2005, so I believe that is 17 years. Dance means, it's just really everything to me. I'm not really good with expressing myself verbally, so everything I can't say verbally, I do it through my movements. It's whenever I'm feeling pain, happiness, or any kind of emotion, I express it through dance. So yeah, dance is just everything for me.
And then, last but not least, this guy's crazy. I don't know where he came from. He's not from here. We have Corey.
What's up, y'all? Corey. People call me Corey Dunks. It's all good. My style of dance is all around freestyle. I get down to whatever. You know what it is. Everybody claims to be the old soul, but I'm in the 90s, baby. The 90s, born all band. I've been all around, to be honest with you. All around. So I guess I would just say the IE all over SoCal. I've been dancing for probably about 13 years straight, off and on, all around. Dance means to me, dance is the world, man. I wouldn't even know where I'd be if I didn't have dance. Dance is life. Dance is love. Dance is living. I can't even express. It's too much to express.
These are my dancers. Hey, DJ, hit that shit. Y'all heard that? Why you gotta do me like that? My man says crazy. Cersei, what you got? What you got? Yeah, I don't want to go after that either.
Come on.
Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Hey. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. Woo. Hey. Let's go. Woo. Wow. Hey. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Come on, legs. Hey. Hey. Okay, you got it. I had to let that one look kick. He kept going. I was like, yo, don't stop this man yet. I want to see. All right, next. Come on, Corey. We got you, bro. Let's go. Hey. Woo. But I told y'all. Oh my God. Nasty. These dancers are crazy. Get it up for my man Sin Zero. No ones and twos. Come on, vibe with me. Vibe with me. Hey. So now we go to round 2, where the DJ is gonna pick whatever song he would like, and then they just gotta figure it out. Let's do it. Forget about the whole part.
Hey, is the first on? Oh, is the first on? Let's go. Hey.
Y'all hear that, right? That's all that. Who got it next? Who next? All right. Who got it? Who got it next? Hey. Oh, uh-oh. Hey. Yeah. Nice. Who got it? 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 Let's go. Hey. Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this? Y'all seeing this?
Okay, let's go.
Hey, y'all see my man's right here, right? Like my man's right here. Y'all see this? Crazy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Crazy. Told you he's not from here.
Let's go. Hey.
Let me try. TikTok shit. Yo, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I'm mad it's over, but that was crazy. I hope you liked it. I liked it. These are my beautiful, wonderful dancers. Shout out to Sin Zero on the ones and twos. Yeah. And we have Clouds. We have Corey. We have Manny. We have Cersei. And I'm Rashay. And this was Boogie Basement. Thank you. Vibe with me now. Vibe with me now. Keep going. Come on, Macarena. Oh, shit. I missed it. I hate it so much. I'm gonna let it go.
Testing. Oh.
This is good.
Testing. We in there? All right, we live. Alright, yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to, or welcome back to the current, you know what I'm saying, the orange edition, like I was saying earlier, if you guys missed a good joke. We are here, it's your boy Gumby. To my right, I'm here joined by...
Rashay.
Bella.
For sure. And, yeah, we are the aquarium. If you guys were here early, then you guys got to see Boogie Basement. It's been a project that we worked on a little bit earlier in the year. The pilot season situation where we got together a whole bunch of freestyle dancers, awesome DJ. We had them dance to the DJ songs, also dance to some of their favorite songs, and we just got them, let them do their thing. We're hoping to have season 2, 3, so on and so forth. So, guys, let us know how you feel about it. Check it out. It's in the aquarium. It's one of our playlists on our YouTube. So, youtube.com/aquarium AQM. And then you're going to hit the playlist section, and then you're going to go to Boogie Basement. But, yeah, so that's what we're doing. Oh, for sure. Sorry. The opening? Oh, okay, for sure. Run the opening, right. Hey. And go ahead and move the notes over. So we know what we're talking about. Alright, so as you guys know, on the current, what we like to do here is talk about current events and entertainment news. Our situation here on the aquarium page has been mostly K-pop, but the world is wide, so we're trying to get into whatever's popping. So we're gonna start with the SNL lawsuit.
Ooh, my gosh.
The SNL lawsuit.
SNL.
Let's go.
What's
Saturday
happening
night. If you
with
guys don't know
SNL?
Saturday Night Live, it is a legendary show out here in America.
I know. What
Sure.
happened?
So let's get into it. Thanks to a New York law allowing child sex abuse survivors to sue their abusers past the statute of limitations. I'm gonna say that against you understand what's happening. Thanks to a New York of all places, it's a really big place. New York law allowing child sex abuse survivors to sue their abusers past the statute of limitations. So that means if you were abused as a kid and 10 to 12 years passed and for whatever reason you remember or you see your abuser, you can now still get at them. You can sue them. You can legally take care of the problem. Anyway, thanks to this new law, NBC Universal and SNL Studios are defendants in a new lawsuit filed by an anonymous woman against comedian Horatio Sanz, alleging that he groomed and sexually abused her 20 years ago when she was between 15 and 17 years old, and he was a cast member on Saturday Night Live in his early 30s.
Damn.
Okay, Horatio Sanz, 20 years ago, and she was well underage. Okay, and he's in his 30s when it happened. Okay, the lawsuit also alleges that everyone at the show during the time saw what was happening. It did nothing to stop it. The potential cast members around to witness San's conduct would have included Will Ferrell, Tracy Morgan, Chris Parnell, Molly Shannon, Tina Fey, Maya Rudolph, Amy Poehler, Dean Edwards, Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, Mike Shoemaker, and Lorne Michaels. And more. Okay, for sure. Lorne Michaels and more. And continuing on. According to the complaint, from 1999 to 2002, the plaintiff ran and participated in fan sites dedicated to SNL and Jimmy Fallon. In January 2000, Sanz and Fallon initiated contact with then 15-year-old by emailing her from an NBC email address.
Ooh, they can trace that.
You know what I'm saying? That's a backlog. In October of 2000, she and Sanz met after an SNL taping where he was flirtatious and physically affectionate by kissing her cheek and putting his hands on her waist. By the spring of next year, when she was 16, she was regularly coming to SNL after parties where she drank alcohol. During this time, Sanz allegedly messaged her on messaged her on AIM. Come on, AOL Instant Messenger.
Right,
That's real. On AIM, soliciting revealing photographs, discussing sexually explicit topics, and telling her not to tell anyone about their communications. The lawsuit also alleges that Sanz admitted his guilt to the plaintiff in 2019 in an apology sent through text messages. It states that Sanz wrote, if you want to me to me, you have every right.
Wow. He felt bad.
So you knew.
At the time, while admitting that he groomed her and engaging in inappropriate behavior. Though most headlines try to make the story about Sans, it gives society another peek inside of the pedophilic tendencies in the underground of the entertainment industry. I do feel that this is going to be an issue. I'm so sorry, Sans, but after that apology in 2019 and whatever you felt you were gonna like have a case in, there's no case there. There's definitely no case there. That's wow.
That's very unfortunate for Saturday Night Live.
Right, because now when did this come out? Like just now? Like,
when did it come out? Okay.
Okay, so
not recently.
but he apologized in 2019. So I feel is it was that apology genuine? Because it was like, if he knows what he did wrong, he knows he did wrong,
right?
And he was like, he was like, you have every single right to do it. So is it genuine?
It was a text message, right?
Yeah, text message he sent to her was basically like, you know, if you
but
want
it was like the apology was through text message.
Yeah.
So one, that's too hard to find out if it's genuine or not.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it could be, hello, the Me Too movement happened. It could be me trying to figure out a way to be like, I know my wrongs. Don't out me. Like,
right.
So
but he said you have every right to.
Yeah, but
at the same time, he's like, but I texted her.
Yes.
That's why I was like, let me word this right. Let me ask this question.
For me, it's either way, because when you were 30, you were in your 30s. You knew what the fuck you were doing. So even if it's genuine now, it wasn't genuine then. That does not justify your actions then.
At all.
Right.
So it's like, it's 20 years too late to be apologizing.
And
nah, you a grandpa now, like you an old ass motherfucking man. You tell me you did not know what you were doing back when you were 30?
You
know.
No. And
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
So my thing is that like I agree, and it's because at the end of the day, at 30 years old, you're accountable. Like I'm under 30, and I'm accountable. You know what I'm saying? So at 30 years old, you're accountable for what you do. If it's 20 years later, you're about 50. At this point, you hitting me with the text message like, hey, you have every right. That's bullshit. You come from the generation of coming to niggas' doorsteps. You know what I'm saying? So don't text me like you have the right to be mad. No, bro. What I deserve is at least a call. At absolute least a call. Right. You know what I'm saying? We should be meeting face to face with your crying ass. I'm so sorry. Da 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 da. That's what it really should be 100%. So that being said, like in a personal sense, I'm not mad at the lady going back and doing what she's doing. Professionally, again, it sucks for SNL, but at the same time, since we're in the cancel culture, we went through the Me Too movement, I feel like we're now in the generation of accountability. That's the big thing.
Right.
So for me, I'm not really upset about it because what this is going to mean is that, like, anything that was ever shot on set in New York, with y'all old generation heads, it's a problem. It's over. What people had to do to get jobs or to keep quiet, it's over. And y'all deserve to get chopped up for that. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm just like, this is just, y'all literally just took the band-aid off a little bit. Y'all not even there yet. You know what I'm saying? This is what we need. So it sucks that it gotta happen this way, my guy. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, you're probably gonna get off like really easy. I feel like he's gonna get off easy, but. Yeah, this is what needs to happen.
Can I just explain my smiling and laughing right now? I'm just like, because we talked about this last week, how Hollywood is falling apart, and the entertainment industry is falling apart. I'm laughing because I'm like, you're just making way for us. Like, you're making room for us to fucking be powerful in the industry. So I'm just like, keep fucking up, because it's gonna help us.
Right.
We're gonna be the people that end up running the entertainment industry. So keep fucking up. It's okay.
And I appreciate her for like coming out about it, because now it's like, oh, so all of y'all knew.
That's all.
So all of y'all was
big
in.
heads.
Amy
Poehler, Will Ferrell, Jimmy Fallon.
All of y'all.
Come on, and I'm
every one of those names got bread. Like,
I got goosebumps. Like.
Right. And then on top of that, it's like, because we of course, generation Y, we ask all the questions and we want all the answers, and we are tired of like how when we tried to get into it, it was like, this happened to my friend actually. Story time. So they were at they were either on set or she saw them out and about, or like she was in Vegas somewhere. And it was a comedian, a white comedian, and he was trying to get at her. He has a whole wife. She know that too. And she was like, no. And he was like, you know who I am? You know I can basically open up doors for you if you... Yeah, so that shit ain't about to fly. It's like, we not trying to fuck you to get anywhere. We ain't gotta... No, because that shit is fucked up.
I do know who you are. Do you want me to contact your wife? Because I can find out how to contact your wife and let her know what you doing right now.
Right. I was like, do I need to post it on social media right now? Do I need to go live right now? Like, that's what it is.
Like, bro,
that's what it is. We didn't have this. We didn't have a computer in our hand. Now we do. Now you gotta watch your actions every fucking where, because somebody got a phone in their hand.
You don't know who's recording it. You don't know when they're recording.
At all times. At all times, yo.
As much as you're like, oh, do you know who I am? You know what I can do for you? Do you know who the fuck I am? You know how many buttons I got on my phone that can fuck up your whole career right now?
TikTok powerful.
You should. You want to do a lot of this, but you don't know when to shut the fuck up.
So is that generation is dying out? Like that, all that shit is dying out, and people are being shown who is okay with it and who is all in it. Everybody's just being like, oh, so you was there and you ain't say shit, so you just let this little girl be up in here.
Yeah.
Fuck you too, bitch. Like for real? You ain't gonna say nothing?
It's damn, man. It's just so upsetting because it's like, not even just like Horatio, but like being affiliated in that time for like Will Ferrell, Jimmy Fallon, all of them, like that can determine your whole future. Just being affiliated as a bystander who did absolutely nothing. Like, do you understand the amount of power that can be held over you just saying that you're a terrible person? You may never get booked ever a fucking again. And everything that you did to build up your reputation goes down the drain the moment people know that you have 0 ounce of humanity in you.
Yeah.
Like,
okay,
do you understand that? I'm just confused as to why you would decide to let, or you would choose, because it's a choice. It's always a choice. You would choose to not say anything about something that is completely inappropriate, obviously inappropriate, that you would not be okay with if it was your daughter, your sister, your cousin, your best girlfriend. Right. You would not be okay with that. So why would you sit there and make a choice to be okay with that? Oh, because it might fuck up your career to be a good person. I'd rather my career get fucked up because I'm a good person than it get fucked up because I chose to look the other way. I'm sorry, but what kind of a person do you want to be? What kind of an influence did you really want to have?
And that's why we still love what's his name that's coming back?
Oh, Brendan Fraser.
That's Brendan Fraser. Because he was actually one of the ones that got touched on and said something, then they blacklisted him.
Exactly.
But guess what? Since we exposing everybody, fuck all,
Exactly. Exactly. See, that's what happens when you're a good fucking person. Somebody got your back. It may happen years later, but somebody's got your back. That's why y'all fucking up out here being bystanders, not doing a goddamn thing, because nobody's gonna have you because you've been exposed. Who's gonna have your back? Except for psychos. I'm just like people who feel the same way. Who else is gonna have your back? So
well, good for her.
Sucks. Yeah.
And
very proud of her. Let's go. Gives young girls now a voice and the comfort and security to be like, I can speak my truth now, because I'm not the only one that's doing this.
Breaking ground. Breaking ground, seriously. I really feel like Gen Z, of course, us as millennials, Gen Y, we ask the questions, so like Gen Z could just like zip through the bullshit at that point. Like, and I feel like in our lifetimes we're gonna break the ground and make the space. So by the time Gen Z gets to this era, it'll be common knowledge that you don't do this. Like,
exactly.
I'm Hollywood. You're Hollywood. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
other than money, what else do you have?
Right, what is that?
Like,
what? So you shoot movies. What? You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
Exactly. It's gonna be a different energy. Crazy.
Yes, very, very happy. Okay. I'm so excited to talk about this. Okay. So a win for Johnny Depp, y'all. fucking go. This motherfucking bitch, Amber Heard's latest attempt to get Johnny Depp's defamation lawsuit against her thrown out of court has been shot down. Her legal team arguing that since the verdict in the UK, I don't know how to say this word, I always mess it up. Libel case against the newspaper The Sun, who had referred to Johnny Depp in its pages as a wife beater. Before you even fucking knew if it was factual or not, went in Heard's favor that the issues at hand in the Virginia defamation case had already been dealt with, and thus the defamation case should be dismissed. However, Fairfax County Chief Judge Penny Escarate has now ruled that since Amber Heard was not a named defendant in the UK libel case, but the Sun newspaper, she was not subject to the same rules as a defendant as she would be as a named defendant in this case.
Gotcha.
The judge also pointed out that free speech rules in the UK and the US are not the same. Woo! So a win in a libel case there doesn't necessarily mean the same thing to an American court. The defamation case, currently set to open in the spring of 2022, will go forward. Amber Heard has also filed a countersuit for defamation against Depp. A countersuit?
For what?
For what? What did he do to you?
Like,
you literally tried to ruin his whole entire career.
You did. He was supposed to be in the... What movie was that?
It's very rare that people like countersue for anything other than pettiness, and like this, here it is. Like, you're gonna waste your money and time on a countersuit. Let it rock.
Like, you're already broke.
What are you doing? This is not good. What? Do you expect the publicity to come from this?
Because the money that she got in the divorce, she's supposed to donate it all. So she got her own money.
I'm not doing this.
But you're not supposed to have it. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're not, like, this is money supposed to go, like, going to go somewhere else. Like, what the fuck? Aren't they still trying to?
Just call it a
that's
law.
a case, though, right? That's still a case. Okay. She gonna be found guilty, though.
She could have just let it be.
We know he didn't hit on. Okay. He the one that was getting hit on.
That's why I'm like, why are you countersuing him?
They was like, this ain't gonna fly.
For something that you did to him. Like,
this
what?
is
He did not do defamation of character against you at all.
He just told the truth, and you
exactly. He spoke his truth and won the case because it was facts. And now you wanna get mad at him, like, because you got exposed in the process of you trying to expose a lie?
Super mad.
What? Bro.
Okay, what movie you was supposed to be in?
Fantastic Beasts, I think.
Oh, yeah, yup.
3? 3? Yeah, because I saw the first two, actually. It was kind of jumping, low-key. They low-key jumping. I was like, alright, Fantastic Beasts is...
For real?
Visually, that shit was stunning. I was like, alright.
But yeah, they were, like, Aquaman 2 or whatever the fuck.
She was,
and she's still being, they're still...
okaying her for the movie?
Casting her for that. Like, they're okay with that, yes.
Yeah, she's
still okay with that.
Aquaman's like,
well, yeah, no, nobody watch Aquaman, so...
Yeah, it don't matter, like, her character can get killed off. It don't fucking matter. She went somewhere else. You can easily rewrite that shit. Don't play with me. Like, and who's that? Disney?
Disney.
Of course.
Don't play with me.
Marvel, Disney, yeah.
They don't do Aquaman.
Marvel, but Disney.
No, DC.
Oh, sorry. Why did I say Marvel? My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
I'm like, don't you?
I was right in there. My bad. No, you're absolutely right. Excuse me. HBO Max.
Right. That is Warner Brothers.
My bad.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely DC.
So I don't know how DC operates. I'm learning a little bit how Warner Brothers operates, which is very upsetting to me because that's my favorite studio to work at. Because they
take care of you.
They take real good care of you. That's my very favorite. So that's hurting a little bit. But if this is how DC like is okay with I don't know, you might as well just start casting like fucked up people, like people off the street. If this is how like you're condoning this type of behavior because that's what you're promoting. Like DC, you never gonna live up to Marvel if you doing this shit. Like it's never gonna happen. And I'm not even like a big fan for either.
But
of
when
them,
they do DC comics, they don't do it by the actual comic. It's like a rendition of, so it's not really DC. Or no? Am I tripping?
I mean, some of those stories are, but I think like more
but
so
it's
now.
not like DC. DC. It's just Warner Brothers presents a DC comic movie.
Or is it DC
Oh yeah,
running it?
yeah. I don't think
DC is not
DC
running
running it?
I think DC has they like have a hand in it. They're not running it. Nah.
Yeah, that's what
Who's
I'm
the
saying.
one? Okay, so is there like a
Let's go.
what's going on?
Oh, no, y'all keep going because we got this covered as a ship
Oh,
source.
Oh.
okay.
But yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just so do they get permission from DC? Like what hand does DC have in it?
Well, I think like because like Warner
They-
Brothers
I
is
feel
like
like
the
they
big
do
production
approve.
studio and stuff. Like when it comes to like what? All right, so Zack Snyder, the guy who made the Justice League in a sense. I guess they like what is it? They approve the director, but as far as like DC themselves, I think they approve like which characters can be used. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And in a sense, like as far as like which storylines are told, I think it's more like a suggestion.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day,
I'm like,
Warner
this
Brothers
is-
ultimately is pulling the string because it's the entertainment company. You know what I'm saying? It's the production company.
But it's supposed to represent DC though, right?
Yeah, it's
that's
supposed to
why I'm
represent-
like
They're
that's
characters.
universe. Okay.
They're characters, but it's not.
But it's never like the good stuff. That's why you never hear like the comic narratives are like, oh, Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four. It's always like Fantastic Four. They never like specific with names because once you do that, you have to hit Jonathan
Yeah,
Hickman,
they
the
gonna
writer
have
out
to
and be like, if
pay.
we're gonna make a
I'm
movie,
like, that-
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
I
not
would
like
be-
Marvel at all.
I'm like, I would be DC and be like, this ain't no.
No, that's why DC has the
The DCEU.
the what you call it with what's her name? They all have their own
Contract?
cartoons.
Oh.
Yeah, they have their cartoons, which are mostly by like they go by comics, right? They go by the comic, right?
The animations are more so
Yeah,
like
the
DC,
animation,
yeah.
that's
If
what
you
I was
want the
trying to
If
say.
you want DC, you should go for
Yeah,
the
the
animations for
animations.
sure.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so DC animation.
Is James Wan?
James Wan.
Is he the one that directed it, or produced, or like put it together or whatever?
I think no.
James
No,
Wan?
is this a whole different situation?
No,
he?
That's a whole different situation.
This is a different.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see
it's
James
about-
Wan right there. Well, we felt that if it's James Wan and Jason Momoa, it should be Amber
Well,
Heard.
Jason Momoa is Aquaman. James
Well, that's what I'm
Wan-
saying.
Okay, so it
I'm
is-
like, is James?
Oh, he's a
so it's
director?
him. Oh no, I love him.
Oh, The Conjuring. Oh,
Yes, that's
got
what
you,
I'm like,
got you.
That's why I was like, wait, did he put it together? Like, did he put this together?
Oh man.
'Cause he did
I
all
guess
those-
He did.
I literally look forward to any of his horror movies.
Horror.
Is
Yes.
fucking
Well,
amazing.
I can't talk about it. I've seen one, possibly two.
I love it. The storyline.
The
is
first
great.
one fucked me up.
Oh.
That little devil creature was not it for me.
Oh,
I was like,
sorry.
ew, this is sad.
Yeah,
It looks,
he directed it, but this
He
is
directed Furious 7?
This is
Wow.
from
It was actually Loki lit.
the producer. So
Oh, so
Okay.
not him.
so, okay, Peter Saffron, producer for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, said fan pressure had little impact on the decision whether to keep Amber Heard in the franchise. This is his quote, I don't think that we're ever going to react to, honestly, to just pure fan pressure, Saffron said on Deadline's Hero Nation podcast, because you've got to do what you feel is best for the movie. So she's not even a good actress. Like, I don't understand. And this is what messed me up. The next thing was he continued, we felt that if it's James Wan and Jason Momoa, it should be Amber Heard, and that's really what it was. But Jason Momoa didn't do fucked up shit. James Wan didn't do fucked up shit. Amber Heard did fucked up shit.
Yeah, I can
She
find
went
somebody
after an
else.
OG. Like,
A triple
you know how
OG.
long
Triple O.
Johnny Depp has been in the fucking
Edward
game?
Scissorhands? Look, don't
Bro, like Nightmare on Elm Street?
Gilbert Grape? What?
Like,
Come on,
what?
whoa,
You
come
out
on,
of your
come on,
mind.
come
Who are you? He could do that and you're disappeared. Like, I don't understand. It's
Right.
confusing to me. But also, like,
He mind his own damn business.
she is not worth. She
No.
is not worth that. I don't understand why, if it's those people, you're gonna sacrifice those people's careers, the money that they can make off of the movie without her presence in it. You're gonna fuck their whole shit up.
I don't
Like,
even know who this
understand.
girl is.
She ain't none.
She didn't add nothing to the movie.
No.
You're right.
The only thing I remember her from is like the stepfather, but she was also like a very just supporting character. She was the girlfriend, as she always is, and then never back down. She was the girlfriend.
Never back down. She
Yes.
was. Oh my
Yes.
god.
I don't know.
It's the fighting movie. That's
I know, but I still don't remember her.
Yo,
But she's the
never
only
back
girl. That's what I'm
down.
saying. Like that's her part always. It's always the girlfriend
Like
of the
the
main
pinnacle.
character.
So yeah, so she's not needed.
No, you are not the main character, Mama. You are
It's a
not. You
lot
are
of-
always
it's a
supporting.
lot
If
more
she's smart, she'll use the
white
publicity to
women.
go ahead and get a new
There's
girl.
a lot more women out there.
There is though.
A
Shit.
lot.
Johnny Depp, hi up here.
I hate it. Not
How you
this.
doing?
Not.
I will not
Mm-mm.
fuck up your, reputation. I'll be your biggest supporter.
Nah,
and
they
fan.
should have dropped her because that shit was fucked up. Like
Oh, so
she could have did that to them. Like what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it could have easily been James Wan. It could have easily been Jason Momoa. It could have easily been the fucking set. Like, she could have
Could've been anyone.
lied on any of y'all, and you guys are
And
bending
because-
over backwards.
And I think just because of like the grace that is Johnny Depp, because of his character, like you picked the wrong horse. You know what I'm saying? You picked the wrong one to try to get behind and hit your. I don't know if it's a regular shtick. I can't speak. I don't know her like that. But you try to hit the wrong horse and try to get behind and do your thing. Like you can't. Like at the end of the day, you're in a situation where you could just like take the L. You should have just took the L. That's what you should have just did. You should have just took the L. I don't F with you. I don't like this. Let's break up. Like you should have just took the L. But push came to shove, and here we are. So you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You being petty and you mad because he moving.
God don't let ugly. Like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Karma gonna come back. It is what it is. Karma gonna come back. Like 100%.
All right, because
Gross.
Nathan Grill says, I didn't even know who Amber Heard was before this death shit. That's funny.
Dead.
And I mean,
For
she was-
what?
Same.
before you're right. I was like,
Oh.
what you mean?
See? You ain't nothing but dust.
Okay.
Dust.
Blow you away.
You like that?
All right. Let's get into it. Stop Asian hate. Henry Golding and Simu.
I think it's Simu.
Liu. Right? It's an I at the end, guys. Help me out.
Louis?
Louis?
I
Or
think
Lou?
it's Lou.
Oh,
Like
okay.
It
for
is
the
Lou?
last name.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Oh, Liu.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Liu.
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 So it's Lou. Okay, for sure.
Well, that's what it is in Japanese. You got it.
I got that.
Liu. Simu.
Oh, it's Liu.
Liu.
Is that an accent on the I?
Hmm.
No,
On
it's
the
just
U.
a I.
On the U. Accent
So
on the
it's
U.
Lou. Okay. Simu Liu. All right. In a recent interview, Henry Golding explained that he felt like an outsider after fans criticized his casting because his character, Snake Eyes, is traditionally depicted as a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white male.
Hi. Oh, my
Oh, this is gonna be a great conversation.
Golding, Golding, who is half English and half Malaysian, said he was told he wasn't Asian enough for Crazy Rich Asian.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah, I remember when all that was going around. They were like, he's not Asian enough. And I'm like, what?
Half English, half Malaysian, not Asian
Asian
enough
enough.
for Crazy Rich Asians, and then became the lead as Snake Eyes. Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Look at that karma. Look at that karma.
Now he's not white enough for Snake Eyes.
That's wild.
When doing press for Crazy Rich Asians, he said, just because my blood, I'm not full Asian, doesn't mean I can't own my Asianness. And I relate so much more with my Asian side, he explained. I sound ridiculously British, but I was born Sarawak. All right, Sarawak, Malaysia, which is Malaysian. Like I'm from the tribe in the middle of the jungle. You cannot get any more Asian than
The
that.
fact that you even have to explain
Right.
that.
Another actor. Oh, is this the same situation? Okay, another actor getting hit with the xenophobic prejudice. Break down xenophobic for me.
As when you have like a disdain to somebody because of their race.
Got it. Thank you. Prejudice is Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings lead Simu Liu, Liu. Not only is he getting hate about becoming what naysayers are calling the most boring character ever, but YouTube channel Asian Boss asked people in China to rank Liu's attractiveness, with the most deeming him too ugly to be Shang-Chi. Wow, that's
So,
rude as hell.
I love this because this man, whether you like it or not in this time, is low-key representing the culture for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And for the support or for people to say like he's too ugly. I mean, like, I'm not saying you gotta wholly support him just because he's on screen. If you think he's ugly, you think he's ugly. But you know what I'm saying? Coming from a place where we understand what representation and the need for it feels like, I think this is a dub for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. I don't know what your background is like. Y'all, the way y'all see beauty, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But in my eyes, I feel like it's a dub for y'all. I feel like dude looks great. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the movie yet, but I feel like, at least from what I've been seeing in the trailers and the pictures, dude looks great. He looks like a great character. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think a dub is a dub, but, you know what I'm saying? People feel the way they feel. I feel like the beauty factor, it should be important, culture and historically wise, but it shouldn't blind you to, like, the dub that you're getting in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm listening, like, what? Okay, what? Okay. But if it's got to be your own people, because, like,
Wait,
I don't.
Wait, who's saying it? Like his own people saying it?
It sounds like it's his own people, because I'm like, I don't see an issue.
People in China were saying that he's too ugly to be a lead actor, and then
I'm like, what?
People from here are saying like, you know, it's the most boring character ever. This movie's gonna suck. All that stuff.
So basically, he should have had a better role.
No. Or they should have casted somebody more
like
beautiful and more deserving of the role.
Yeah.
He's not deserving enough because he doesn't match their criteria of beautiful.
That sounds like old generation
he doesn't give them enough entertainment.
Okay. These are two different people, right?
Well, the first one was a different person, and then the beautiful that's the same person who, you know.
Okay.
But the first one was the person from Snake Eyes. My question, because I don't know Snake Eyes.
Me neither.
Snake Eyes. That's not the same thing from the same character from G.I. Joe, is it?
Yes, with the all black.
G.I. Joe, that character was Asian. So that's where I'm confused. Like, it's not a white person. So I don't, that's where my confusion is. So I'm not a comic book reader or whatever. I don't know if this is a comic book character or a video game character or whatever it is. But to add on to that though, where were y'all?
A fictional character.
When Scarlett Johansson was taking roles from races. Where were y'all? Because I didn't hear y'all talking about it.
Ghost in the Shell, let's give it a whirl. Because I still haven't watched it because it's my favorite fucking anime. And I don't even want to put it on. Like, bro, no, we're not doing this.
Because COVID, now y'all want to be all against Asians? And people are not Asian enough? Or they're taking roles from white people who have all the fucking roles? Like, I don't understand. I'm confused.
I mean, they did that with, you know, when we didn't even get to make the movie when we was talking about A Little Mermaid.
Exactly.
Oh, bro.
Exactly.
We didn't even get
it like a movie. It was on stage.
But it was supposed to be a movie, and
but we didn't even get to that point. We didn't get to the theater or to the movie theaters. We didn't get to the actual theater or the movie theaters. Okay, we didn't even get there, and they was like, "She can't do this. She's black." This is a fictional character, and y'all do this with anime too. It's like, oh, they're white. These are Japanese people that are writing Japanese people. What is y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about?
Also, another thing where I'm gonna bring this up because me and Jelly actually had a conversation about this, and I will forever agree with this until I find an American movie that does anything for me that Japanese and like Korean horror does for me. Americans, they like to take stories, movies, ideas, and stuff that are so good, being foreign, and they make it and they whitewash it and they make it awful. Give you one. Ju-on versus The Grudge. Fuck The Grudge. You put white people in that shit. The only Asian people were the scary people.
Right.
That was it. How about y'all take a chance and watch Ju-on and tell me how not afraid or how afraid you are and how it makes a difference with the white people being the main characters versus the Japanese people which makes sense because it's a Japanese horror movie. Like, no. The only people you should be shitting on right now or like having a problem with is white people taking roles from the races who are supposed to be taking those roles. There are too many roles out there for white people to be taking the spots of ethnic people. That don't make no fucking sense.
Thanks.
Stop. Just stop bitching. Do something about it. Get over it. The fuck?
Thanks. 100% fact.
I'm tired of
Right.
that shit.
So this is what Snake Eyes looks like in the comics.
But it's
So-
still a fictional character.
So
Exactly.
this is when they say like, oh, he's usually portrayed as like a blonde hair, blue eyed white guy, and he's also usually like super old. So this is the Snake Eyes they're talking about from the Marvel comics.
Got you. Definitely an origin story, so he can't be that old. And it's 2021. Good talk.
And it's a fictional character.
And if Scarlett Johansson can do it, so can he. I will forever go back to that. Nobody, no, fuck that shit.
Crazy.
Oh.
So I guess we're gonna roll to the next situation, which is again along with Simu Liu, response to the experiment comment. Last week we talked about actors and streaming services, about how the culture for how they get paid is changing, bringing to the front brought to the front by a lawsuit filed by the Black Widow star Scarlett Johansson against Disney. We also talked about how Disney is trying out a new film release strategy, which released Free Guy and an upcoming MCU feature, Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings, that will have a 45-day in-theater only, paid before being released on Disney-owned streaming platform, Disney+. Big Boss, Bob Chapek, calling this new release strategy an interesting experiment. So, Shang-Chi lead Simu Liu, rightfully sensitive from having to defend not only his own casting, but also a major film with an all-Asian cast, misinterprets the statement by responding via Twitter. We are not an experiment, we are the underdog, the underestimated. We are the ceiling breakers. We are the celebration of culture and joy that we persevere after an embattled year. We are the surprise. I'm fired the fuck up to make history. Join us.
Yes.
After misunderstanding, Marvel Studios CEO Kevin Feige had Kevin Feige had to go on the defensive to clear up the mix-up. Yes, what Lou tweeted was all true, but the comment about the experiment has nothing to do with race and all to do with the box office versus streaming profits. Got it.
Tweeting without content.
Yes,
Dangerous.
Anything without content is tough.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But when you take it to social media, it becomes a whole new playing field for danger.
Sure, it's a minefield.
Like, come on now. I know Twitter's supposed to be like, I guess your inner thoughts or whatever that you can't get out all the time, but you're still putting it on social media, though. You're still, like, if you're going to tweet it, put some context in it. Like, box office shit equals experiment. That could have been, like, you know, whatever. You set yourself up for that.
Again, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong saying what you gotta say. Make sure you find the time and the place to say what it is. Like that means you're like making sure. You know what I'm saying? You're not just out here spitting stuff, man. We've seen too many people get effed up this year by just talking. Stop it. Like have some purpose with your words. You know what I'm saying? Like
he didn't say,
No, I get it. He just, didn't understand the full context. So for that thing, get the full context, yo. Get the full context. I get it. You're
well,
not
power
wrong.
to, Mr. Lou for
standing
standing up real quick. Like,
we
not
no experiment, man. We just had a fucked up year because of COVID. Like, we not an experiment. We're coming full force, hard and shit. And
come on, all Asian cast.
Ready to do it.
Fuck yes.
I'm glad. It's good to see. Good to see them make it happen.
It's beautiful. I love this shit.
All right. What's next on the chopping block?
Okay. Is that title real? Okay, cool. Just needed to make sure. So, next up, Awkwardfina! Actress and comedian Awkwafina is black. I don't know who she is. So, yeah, this is going to be great. Back on the bad side of Black Twitter.
It was supposed to be like a mix. It's like it's black. I mean, back.
Gotcha.
But I still don't know who Awkwafina is. Like, I have no idea who that is.
Is that the Asian?
Yeah.
I know she's Asian, but I don't, like, I've heard people talk about her. I don't actually know who she is.
Comedian, actress, rapper. She started off. Well, I heard her first in music, and then she got
Wait,
Did you ever watch?
is she?
Ocean's 8.
Yes, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I know who she is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Host that time.
Okay, so moving on with the information. On a press run for her upcoming Marvel film, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, her allegations of cultural appropriation resurfaced. Awkwafina goes on record stating in an interview, "I refuse to do accents. I'm not okay with someone writing the Asian experience for an Asian character. I make it very clear I don't ever go out for auditions where I feel like I'm making a minstrel out of our people." Twitter responded to this statement with tweets like, "She only stopped doing the damn blaccent after people started to take her seriously, but outside of that, she stays acting like this. It's embarrassing." Awkwafina is so strange for saying this. In one instance, you don't want Asian people to be stereotyped in film, which is great, but then you go on to make a mockery of what you depict a blaccent despite having a normal speaking voice. It just doesn't add up. Fans tried to defend the actress, stating that perhaps her environment influenced how she spoke, but Awkwafina grew up in Forest Hills. Forest Hills where?
New York.
Okay. A mostly white area, just because there's a Forest Hills where I'm from, so that's why I was like, where?
Right, Forest Hills in North Carolina.
Listen, this is not the first time she has had these problematic behaviors brought to her attention, and she has yet to address the past interview or allegations of cultural appropriation. Okay, so what is
She
this
need to
black
be-
scent? What's this like?
She talking like me.
I know, but like where, like what kind of situation is she? Is that her character, or is that like she's pretending to be this person outside of film, or like what is it like?
She
This is
from what I've gathered, in her rapping voice, and when she's like.
Oh, she's a rapper.
Well, when I first heard her, she was a rapper. She made music, but like, what's it called? In her rapping voice, and like when she does like comedy and stuff, she's been known to pull out on the black accent situation. You know what I'm saying? Again, like, I don't have to come out on 100% because it's what is being said. Me personally, when you get energy from people, it is what it is. Let's see what it's about though. Oh yeah, when you get energy from people, like you kind of just like stay away from like whatever they're coming to because you don't even know. She was one of those people for me. Like I was never against like her as a person, but it seems like you're tooting your horn and you're not sticking to the shit you're talking about. So,
right.
that's just,
Okay.
Yeah.
So my thing is, this is the issue with casting as well. If you need somebody to do a black scent, why don't you just cast somebody black? But if this is like, I personally cannot put that whole blame on her, because if that's a casting problem and she's whatever, but it is up to her to still choose and be like, hey, well, I don't want to do a black scent because why do I have to be Asian and do a black scent? Like, that's her, that's on her. Like, she can easily do that.
Can you click so I can see what she really sound like?
Yeah, because I'm like, that's a character, so I'm like, it's both parties and for me on that part.
No, it's on her for taking it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that, but if I don't know if that's a character they were looking for.
Your parents didn't name you after bottle of water.
Parents did not name me Awkwafina. Yes.
That's good.
I'm sure it's a popular belief. Yes.
You chose this name.
It was my chosen name.
You had to come up with like a hip hop name, right?
So that's her actual voice.
Okay, so yes, it's her fault for taking the character, but if it wasn't going to be her, it was going to be somebody else. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if the casting was like, specifically, I want an Asian girl who's willing to do a black scent. Like, that's still on the casting as well. It's on her for taking it, but it's also on casting. So that also needs to be a conversation. Like, stop doing this, because that was another thing in another movie. What was the movie? With the Blasian twins or Blasian sisters that had a mom who wanted to be hip hop so bad. There's a movie where they're like the best friend. Yeah, I know y'all know the movie. For sure, I know y'all know the movie. They weren't main characters, but it was like sisters or a sister or like one girl or whatever, but she had the mom that wanted to fit in with her and her friends. So she like listened to hip hop music and she dressed hip hop and like all this stuff. But that's a character that people keep casting, and that's the thing. That also needs to be a conversation. The 100% blame cannot be put on for that particular thing. Obviously, they're saying there's other things.
Yeah,
but for the character
this is
thing,
how
yes.
she got there for doing this black. Like she's getting paid to do something that I naturally do, so it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because this is what these little white girls, these little Asians, they do it, and I'm telling you, like I've been raised with it when white people are raised with me in the same hood with me and they don't sound like me. So I'm like, no, I'm from here. This is why I talk like this. No, sweetie, because I know like a Rebecca or Jennifer that don't talk like how I'm talking, and they was raised in the hood as well. So get the fuck on out of here with that bullshit. Like, no, you are doing a character of me, of black women, and getting paid for that shit. That's where I be like wanting to fight all of y'all.
Yeah, and
I be wanting to fight all of y'all. Like, you know what, like Bad Beatty, whatever. Her mom made her do that shit. Her mom made her do that shit. I want to fight her mom, beat her mom ass, and even the little Asian. Little girl got caught because her mom was making her do that shit too. And all of them were getting paid to do. Even black men, when they do it too, they are getting paid to act like black women or ratchet black women or ugly black women that they do. So that shit kind of like really be pissing me off sometimes. I'll be like,
and that's why
y'all can't cast us.
Exactly. And that's why I said it's her fault for taking it, because she could have said no. That's her fault. But it's also casting's fault, because this is a repetitive type of character that they keep doing.
It's mostly white people that's casting and they think it's cute, and it's not fucking cute. You are culture appropriating. You putting it on screen, making it,
and you're mocking.
Right, you're mocking our black
entertainment.
Right, no,
when it's a different race.
Fuck all
and
y'all.
no, it's not entertainment. It's culture. It's how people are. Like, you can't take their essence and like put it on another race just because you feel like it and you're entertained by it. Like, and that's why I said, like, yeah, it's her fault for taking the thing. That's on her. That's on you, mama. You know better. I don't care. But it's also on casting. Right. Y'all need to stop doing that shit. It's not funny. Oh, it's not funny. No.
So no, she gotta take accountability for her actions. No, yes, she's been doing all this black thing, and she need to know that shit is fucked up. Little girl, it's fucked up, and you need to stop.
She got a kid, so.
And you got a kid? Nah, fuck that.
At this point, it's your whole household you represent. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm about.
Yeah, no, you need to cut that shit out, because that shit not cool. That shit not cool at all.
No. But you have a problem with doing your like an Asian accent, but you're Asian. But you're okay with doing a black accent. Like, I'm confused.
You don't want to be a character, but you'll do a character of somebody else.
You don't want to pay homage to your culture, to like how you grew up, or I mean, if you grew up that way, like I would hope that you grew up with your culture, or at least knowing part of it. Like, you think that having an Asian accent is what, like, stereotypical, disrespectful, but do your parents have Asian accents? Like, I like, don't you want to show or represent them? Like, I'm confused. Your heart lies in making a mockery of others. Like, it don't make sense, mama. It don't be Asian. Just be Asian.
Right.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with being fucking Asian. Like,
right. It's like they're gonna have an accent if they are speaking another language.
Yeah.
Even we in America have accents from different areas of America. Like, we have our own slang. We have our own accents. It depends on where you at.
Yeah, and we love that. We love that part of us. So what the fuck is wrong with you and you being Asian? What don't you like about being Asian? Because there must be something.
Because now you don't want to do an accent because what because you already know that they're making a caricature out of you, but yet you still do it.
Yeah, but you're making a caricature out of black people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What you're doing. Yeah,
like, you still doing it. So I don't understand.
You're literally
stop being a whole hypocrite.
Exactly. You're not practicing what you're preaching. Like, it don't make no sense, and you're disrespecting a whole culture while doing that.
She refuses to address it. Whenever somebody brings it up, she just
Yeah, because you don't have a real fucking valid reason or answer or response to that.
Because you know you fucked up.
Exactly.
Bitch, you fucked up. I'll tell you right now, girl, you fucked up.
And
You know the black scent, and you fucked up.
You did it to come. I'll put it like this.
You did it to get coins.
You did it to come up, and you came up so fast, and you came up in a generation where it's literally like a click away to look at how you came up. Like we see, oh wait, but hey,
you know what?
You came up off of our culture.
And we can see it. Like had it been last generation 20 years ago when you did this, it would have probably took more time. You know what I'm saying, for like people to come out with this. But now, like
you can look
at your vids.
Because our generation grew up with there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
That's the thing. So
Right.
she thought, is she our age? Around our age?
About-
a little bit older?
About our age,
Or
yeah.
younger? Okay.
Yeah, about our age.
So I'm thinking she probably figured that was the case too. Like, I mean, as long as they're talking about me, it's okay, whatever. Nah, bitch, we in cancel culture now.
Oh,
like, what?
Oh, she a little older.
Like 3 years older?
She a little older? Okay, so she was even more, she had more time in that time. So therefore, you're grown now. You should understand that with the way things are right now, you can't just be out here doing stupid shit like this and think that nobody's not gonna say anything about it.
I'm just
Like,
I just want
cancel
people to start
culture.
running up on bitches like, oh, this is the way you really talk.
It'll never stop though. With this generation, that's the only thing it'll never stop. I'm like as much.
I think it'll be quieter. A little bit, it may not be as crazy as this. I feel like just everybody's getting exposed right now. But I feel like people are gonna start like, even if they are really this person, they'll be like, but I can't do that because I still need money and I still need to be able to buy my expensive shit and go on my vacations like I want to. Like, people are gonna maybe not walk on eggshells, but they're gonna be like, shit, like any fucking decision could really fuck up my whole career. Nah, she needs to get exposed because then you'll think twice about the next fucking thing you do. Like, the next time, even if you don't believe in it, it might be like the next time so I get offered to do a black scent, like I can't do that shit because it almost fucked me up last time. I can't do that. What the fuck?
Right.
Like, think about it.
Yeah,
Life decisions.
Cancel culture can be a bitch, but accountability and exposure is definitely thumbs up.
I'm here for accountability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for I forgot what rapper said it, but instead of canceling, we counsel them, like educating them. So let me educate you right quick, bitch.
I just think it's really interesting that every movie that I've seen her in, she's had a black accent, except the one Asian movie where she has her normal accent.
What Asian movie?
What?
Shang-Chi
and the Rings. It's like, this is like when
you seen it?
I've seen the trailer.
Oh,
I've seen her speaking in the trailer, and it was the first time I've ever seen her like hear her use not a black accent. Of all the movies I've ever seen her in, this is the first movie I'm seeing her not have one in, and it just happens to be an Asian movie. But any other movie she's been in, she's had this fake accent.
Yeah, so she.
I gotta find the movie for y'all that I was talking about. I don't know why I feel like it's definitely not Love Don't Cost a Thing, but it's one of those like cheesy like C grade movies or whatever. Like, I gotta find it though because I know y'all. If y'all haven't seen it, y'all heard of it. Like, but it's the same thing. I keep seeing like, that's why I'm like, it can't be just her because this is a common character that I see in movies where it's like they'll have that random ass Asian friend, but the Asian friend be like all extra whatever, but like having the black scent and all that stuff. So it's like, this is something that keeps happening. So it's also casting. Y'all need to fix y'all stereotypes and shit and like, figure it out. Because that's not, figure it out.
Word. Well, yeah. Good little hit on Awkwafina's situation.
Yeah, she can go kick rock somewhere.
I do like that though.
No, yes.
No, she need to get educated and actually talk about it. No, but we gonna keep saying it until you talk
it's
about
not
it.
the first time. So that's the thing. It's like it's one thing if it's your first time and you're like, oh shit, I didn't know it was gonna turn out like this, whatever. And you get, a chance to redeem yourself, but this is several occasions.
And then you said a statement that was so hypocritical.
Yes.
What the fuck?
You got K-pop stars apologizing for dancing.
Right.
Like apologizing for dancing, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was the Jim Crow shuffle or whatever the heck it was.
Right.
And
Meanwhile,
somebody who clearly knows what the fuck they doing.
Right.
Has zero apology, has nothing to say about it, has no remorse whatsoever.
How? Swear.
Oh, are they?
It'd be like that.
Interesting. Oh,
Okay.
well,
What's next?
it's time for Shark Tank.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got through that quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna start giving y'all more shit.
Just in case.
We can't talk about it, you know?
Yeah, so Shark Tank is where we take your comments or any questions that y'all have, maybe about like a lot of the stuff that we talked about today. So if you just popped in, you can ask some questions about any of the topics. But also, I mean, I guess since we have the time, any questions at all that y'all have as well.
So what we talked about the SNL lawsuit with the young girl.
Again, for you, may I? For you people who have not heard, there is now a new law in New York that says you can go after your abuser after the statute of limitations. So after they say, oh, it's 10 years, it's too late. Oh, it's literally never too late to speak up in the state of New York. And for everyone, boys, girls, doesn't matter where you are. Please understand this. It is, and if it's in New York of all places, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah,
it is never too late to speak up. You know what I'm saying? Please get that in y'all spirit. Like,
that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I can look that up for you.
Right, I'm like
Now.
Google it.
Let's look up the unladen swallow.
Wait, that was something else at the time. They're making a Metal
The
Gear
speed?
Solid movie.
I don't know what that is.
Metal Gear, that's a game, right?
About 24 miles per hour. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is.
And they're making it into a movie.
Metal Gear Solid? Oh, that's amazing. That's gonna be great. I hope it's casted well.
Oh, your email makes so much sense now.
Yeah, I did the PlayStation
Mistletoe.
version. For the guy who like on the floor and like
I'm like seeing that her email is
that long.
Yeah, but it's like it's her YouTube thing also.
Ah.
So now I'm like, oh, okay.
Got it.
Because I'm like, where the fuck did you get that out of mistletoe? Like, where did that
Someone
come from?
hasn't seen Monty Python Holy Grail.
It's a great movie. It's a wonderful movie.
No.
Y'all want fan
Just
art
not
and
fleshing it
photo
out more.
edits? What?
I'm on Photoshop right now. I can do something.
Listen,
like if you want to do it.
If you want to do it, I will post about it. Girl.
African or European? Wait, what?
For Monty Python.
I can't.
Don't
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Nathan. I'm not of that.
Hilarious. So we talked about the SNL suit.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, I was about to go through
Dude,
it.
run it. I just got excited. Run it, dude.
Okay, the SNL lawsuit, and then a win for Johnny Depp because that crazy bitch Amber is crazy. And she's still trying to be crazy. And then we talked about Stop Asian Hate with Henry Golding and Simu Liu. I had something to say about that, but I can't remember. When homie said he was like he's not white enough for white people or not, but I was about to say black. He's not Asian enough for Asians. Welcome to the party of blackness and the scale of which blackness happens towards, all of that. So welcome, have a seat right beside us.
Right.
Welcome.
I know that as a Hispanic.
Exactly. So
I'm not white enough for white people, but I'm also not Hispanic enough for my own people. So.
Yeah. So welcome to this thing called white people fucking up everything, and shades matter when they actually don't matter. So yes, welcome to all of that shit. Because I'm like, yes, we have the same thing that happens, but even I can see it on both sides because when casting for like black or even Latino people and like in the Heights,
that's what they're talking about right now.
In the Heights,
somebody asked, did y'all know about the In the Heights colorism thing? Yes, absolutely.
Yes, and then they did not talk about it in the interview great at all. When I watched the interview, I said, well, no, that's not how you do it. Just say you fucked up and move on. But yeah, In the Heights where it was located, it's mostly dark brown Latinos, and they casted mostly light Latinos. And what they said, did you see? We casted a lot of brown people. Did you see them in the background? And the girl that was interviewing, she was like, she gave him that bitch face like. She was like, we are always in the background. We were talking about lead roles. We have more. He was like, and then one of the girls that was the lead, and she was lighter skinned. She was like, well, you know, there was a lot of women that came out and that were dark skinned that went out for the role, but they didn't cast it, bitch, because you got it. And then even my friend, she's a little lighter than me. She was like, I will never take a role. She said that for herself. She said, I would never take a role that's supposed to be casted for a darker skinned woman. I would never take that role. So that's on casting and the people that's going out for it. So fuck all of that. Y'all fucked up. And that's okay. Just learn from your mistakes. They just kept trying to like cut it down and justify it. It's like, no, we're not talking about background. We're talking about lead. No, honey. Why did you get casted? Why did you take the role then? If you know in the Heights, it's mostly darker skin tone, Latinx people. I don't understand. So for him not being Asian enough and not being, I see both sides because it's like, bitch, you not how what's her name, Zoe, when
Saldana,
when she did that one role, they blackened her face where
Zoe Saldana, yeah.
When she
they blackened her face.
Simone.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
Yeah, she did a whole black face.
If and you are not black enough, don't do it.
And there's a whole actress that look exactly like Simone, the girl from Chewing Gum. She looked exactly like her. Yeah.
You said the one from what?
That Simone, which is the singer. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. Wow.
I never seen it, but she was like, I didn't know. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
They gave her a nose prosthetic to make it wider and bigger.
And her lips don't even match. And then look up the girl from Chewing Gum.
She's right here. She's right here.
Where?
To the right is the bottom, right there.
That's Simone. That's Simone.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. She look exactly like her. The girl from Chewing Gum, the show.
Her face is so prominent.
Yeah, and she looks exactly like her daughter. She look like her fucking daughter. Quit fucking playing with me. Y'all could have just waited 2 years.
Wow, that picture right there.
Exactly. Yeah. So quit playing with me. So for us, it's like, for real? You gonna cast this?
Yeah, y'all
for them, they're just doing a lot of shit. But like for us, it's like,
but casting, like y'all need to. That's casting. Like,
well, see,
and that was an Asian dude that did in the Heights.
No,
that's
Asian.
That's a whole. Yeah, he filmed it.
Why?
That's a whole problem that I have.
It don't make sense
with packaging. Which is something that started back around like SKG and like all those like the big talent companies right now, is what they would do when they would do packaging, which they like, and they still do now, where it would be like, you can get this A-list actor with this A-list director and da-da-da-da, and like, so everything would be packaged for a studio to buy, so they wouldn't have to go out and search for it. So even now, that's still a thing. That's why that's where A-list actor comes from. That's where B-list actor comes from.
Berry's thing.
That's where C-list, that's where this ABC thing comes from, which is where they base it off of how many people you can expect to go to the theaters to see this person and make this amount of money if you use this tier of actor and this tier of actor. So when it comes to casting, they're not always thinking about who's the best person to portray this role. They're thinking who's the best person to get people in the theaters to watch this movie.
The best way to do things is to be genuine and to 100%. Give respect to the people, the culture is. That's why I don't understand that it was an Asian person that did In the Heights. That's a whole culture you know nothing about. Like, I don't understand. Like, it.
Because it's about money.
I know. It's so hard because I'm not about money.
Yeah,
like,
it's no longer about the art.
It's just so hard for me to like accept it, not understand it because I get it because this is the world we live in now. But it's so hard for me to accept that people are really fucking like this.
Right.
Like,
and then y'all saying
Hollywood fell apart.
Like, and then y'all really said, oh, there was a lot of people that went out for the role, but they still didn't get picked.
So if somebody didn't look like the fucking part, send them on their merry fucking way. I don't understand. You should be okay if people are having a hard time knowing what kind of a person you're looking for, what you should be looking for. Put pictures. I'm just saying, if they don't go with the shade, don't fucking cast them. If
That
they don't
part.
like, I don't understand. What
That
happened?
part.
Oh.
That part. Like, I'm reading both of them.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, that part.
Like, if you, like, I don't understand, like, that's how you cast appropriately. Like, there are some castings where I do see, because I'm like, oh, it's very broad, and then I go, and they're like, oh, picture, if you look like this, we want this. And then I'll look, and I'm like, I'm not dark enough for that, because they look for, if they want Latinas, which is really funny, because in the Heights, that's hilarious, that they went for lighter skin, because I'm light skinned, but there's so many roles that I would want to, like, I've wanted to submit myself for, but when they did show a picture, the girl was darker than I was, and I was like, I'm not even gonna get looked at, like, there's no way I have a chance. But that's because I know where I fall into entertainment right now, so I'm playing the game until I can change the game. But I don't plan on disrespecting, or, you know, like, if they're looking for somebody darker skin, like, I understand that. I'm not what you're looking for, and that's okay. But why can't every fucking casting producer or whatever do that? Like,
do their research.
Yes, do your research. Especially if you're gonna make a movie that you are not culturally prepared for, at least have, like, somebody co-write it with you who is in that culture and can help you cast for that.
You might have to start getting cultural compliance officers on set.
Shit.
Right. As a who is this? Mr. C.
Mr. T.
Mr. C. As a brown skinned Latino, it just irked me that they did all that. How you gonna represent a community and not represent them correctly?
Exactly. Exactly. They could have just had a picture of the community on the audition sheet, thingy, whatever, and it would have sent a message like, that's it. Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And that's exactly what I'm saying.
And everybody was like, oh my God, go watch it. I'm not watching it because of that. No, I'm not watching it. I didn't watch it. When that came out, and then when I was hearing from Latin people, that was like, they supposed to be talking about this area and this. They don't look like that. They are brown. They're like, what is this? Yeah. No. And I was like, well then no. They should have listened to that part.
You like that?
See? That wasn't based on the community. No, it was based on, like, the music and the dancing. That's all they were worried about. They did not give a fuck.
They wanted it to look good. They didn't care about if it represented the community correctly. It's like Jelly has said multiple times through this conversation, which breaks my heart. It's all about the money. But that's why Hollywood's falling apart right now.
Yeah.
Because y'all motives are fucked. So
yeah, so I get both sides, but at the same time, I think for them, because they're Asian, I was like, for real, y'all, they're not Asian. Come on.
First of all, I'm sorry, but
that's like, it sounds like some high school shit.
Yeah.
You're not Asian enough.
Yeah.
You're not
it's
Asian
so
enough.
But
like,
also, it's like, how much, like, more Asian do I need? Like, I look Asian. What other Asian do you need? Do you need to see what my parents look like?
Right. So what is Asian enough?
It's just, again, I
What's
think
your criteria?
I mean, what he said is what I thought. I'm like, you look Asian, you sound British as fuck.
But that's a dialect. That's
right.
You know,
right. That's where you grow up.
There are a lot of countries in Asia who send their kids to boarding school in England, and they get that accent.
Yeah, but
they had that in the movie. Crazy Rich Asians. Like, all the super rich Asians get sent to boarding school in England, get that accent, and come back and get super rich. Or super rich.
But I'm like, are both of his parents Asian?
He's half Malaysian and half English.
Okay, my thing is,
so he's mixed.
My issue with that is are you just English because you live in England? Like, because is that a race? Is that an actual race, or are you English because you live in England? That's why I'm asking, what are his parents?
Oh, one of his parents is English, and the other one.
Okay, so one is
That's
white, and one is okay. That's where I also wanted to confirm that, because I know people who consider themselves English, but it's just because they're from England. Like, they grew up in England. That's why I wanted to make sure of that.
Yeah,
because that's not your race. Like, as far as that, like,
in the way that I was raised, because of a public education in the early thousands, but if you're white and anything else, You're the anything else. Like the white part of you just happens to be because England colonized the world. Like literally. Like I hate to say it, and your parents could have fell in love, and that's great. But the fact that happened, low key,
That's why I'm like, you
because
look Asian. I don't understand. How you not Asian?
right, like I don't get you. You're Asian, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm English and Malaysian, so you're Malaysian. Got it.
Exactly.
For sure. And where were you born? Malaysia. Oh, you're definitely Malaysian. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what? Yeah, I mean, like, what? What is this?
Oh, he was born there too?
He was born in
Malaysia, was there for 5 years before moving to Surrey in England.
Wow.
Yeah.
When Henry was 8. So he was in Malaysia.
So you're 100% Malaysian.
Yeah, I was in New York for the first 7 before I started going back and forth. I'm from New York. What the fuck you talking about? You're from Malaysia. You're Malaysian.
You are
What is this?
Malaysian.
Like, nigga,
You're not
Malaysian.
English. You're Malaysian.
You're Malaysian.
You
Like,
speak English.
You know what I'm saying? Your home is Malay, like your blood.
Then he went back to Malaysia when he was 21.
Bro, you're Malaysian. Back home. You're Malaysian.
You're Malaysian. And this is why I asked the question that I asked.
So he said he can do hair?
Get in there.
Oh, let's go.
Get in there, bro.
That's why I asked the question that I asked, because I understand that. Like, there are people that are a race, but they'll consider themselves to be part English because they grew up in England,
right,
but not actually have a white in them. So that's why I'm like,
but England is like when you they are English, right? So even if they're black, they'll say, "Oh, I'm."
Well, they'll say they're black in English, but that's why I'm asking. Like, I was just making sure that if it was just him, if it was because of his accent, or if it was because he's actually half white, half Malaysian. Yeah. So that way, because those are two different conversations.
Gotcha.
But that's
it's
why
like
I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, oh, because he got an accent, he's not Asian enough. So then it brings it back to like the dialect of Asian. Like, do you like it's continuous confusing conversation.
He did a whole
rites of passage. Oh, bro, you
in the wilderness of
Borneo.
You are
Asian.
Really? He's all the way Asian. So how much more do he need?
Yeah.
A 2-month experience.
That's a religion, isn't it?
That's interesting.
How you be honorary Jews?
Isn't Jewish a religion?
Because of his dad's side.
Oh yeah, his dad.
Ooh.
Okay, so but he's. But you can pick, you can be Muslim. I can choose to be Jewish right now. Like that's still a religion. Like people still get that shit confused. Like people expect Jewish people to look a certain type of way because of the stereotype. I could be Jewish.
It's a religion.
Exactly. It's a religion. So even that, it don't.
Yeah, Tiffany had it.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. So that's what I'm like. If both of his parents are Asian, I mean, just the fact that he's. Even if he were to be half Asian, he's Asian. He did the Asian in life. Bless you. He was born in Malaysia. You're 100% Malaysian. I don't give a fuck if you went to England at 8 years old. You're 100% Malaysian. Don't fucking matter. What?
What we talked about already? Oh, the SNL.
New lawsuit.
Yeah, the lawsuit that they have with what's his name, Hans.
Horatio
Sanz, not Hans. We talked about a win for Johnny Depp because Amber is crazy. Then stop the Asian hate. Henry Golden,
Simu Liu.
Oh.
Because she's African.
Okay. I was always not white enough and not black enough. I mean, really, did I get not Latino love enough? But I did get not really. Wait, what?
She always got not white enough, not black enough. She never got not Latino enough, but she did get a not really Latino. Like kind of.
Oh yeah, because we still got shit to be done in our communities. I can say for being black, because I've heard it, we said it. And we grew up in that era of like, oh, you're not black enough because you do other shit other than what black people do, quote unquote. So yes, no, we need to fix it. I feel like we're trying to get there, but we got a lot of fix in our own community because a lot of people have heard, well, you're not black enough.
What kind of Taino are you? Just to throw it out there.
I just wanted to ask because she said, I know, but she said Taino Chinese, but I need to know a Taino part because I'm Taino. That's what Puerto Ricans are. That's why I was like, oh, what that?
So like, what Latina are you?
I say human. Whenever people ask, what are you? I say human about what about you? And then I say Irish American and Afro Cuban, but my Cuban side is mixed but because I'm also a Chinese and Indian girl.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, what Taino? Go ahead, Malik. You were gonna say something?
What was I gonna say? Damn.
Was it about what was the last thing you talked about? Because I think it might have been
Being Jewish.
Being Jewish.
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
we was saying something about being Jewish. I'm sorry, did I cut you out?
No, I ain't.
I did.
Oh, sorry.
I did. That's why I was like, oh, Malik, what were you gonna say?
Cynthia Joseph says Brenda's song was supposed to be in Crazy Rich Asians, but according to the Asian director, she wasn't Asian enough.
Wait, who's Brenda?
Brenda's
song
song,
from
Wendy
Disney
Wu,
Channel.
London
she's-
Tipton.
She's not a
She's not a
Disney
Disney
kid. She's not a Disney kid.
But she was on the Disney.
Yeah, she was on.
No,
Sweet
no, no, no.
Oh.
I'm saying Shay's not a Disney.
Oh, Shay's not a Disney
Oh,
kid.
oh, oh,
Okay.
I was like,
What
what?
show? What show?
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
I know that.
Okay, so
Black.
London Tipton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
London.
Oh yeah,
Tipton.
she's with Macaulay Culkin. She's the one that had the baby with him.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a baby
Not the oh.
earlier this year,
Oh.
like April, I think. of this
Okay.
year.
Fresh.
No, I liked her.
Yeah, she was funny.
For
Her
real.
character was
What-
super
like,
dumb,
what
but
is
she was a great actress.
What is she?
She's Asian.
She's Asian, right?
She's Asian, but not Asian enough for Crazy Rich Asians.
Apparently.
Wow.
She's an American actress. so.
She's Americanized. That's why.
She's so cute.
I guess.
She's from Berkeley? Oh, Carmichael.
Carmichael.
Oh, it's the suburbs.
Oh,
of
she's
Sacramento.
Thai. Okay, got you.
Thai
Like her
mom.
family's Thai.
Mom. They Asian.
But she Asian though. Just because she was born. See, that's that
See,
shit.
that's
why what they be having a hard time when they go to Korea because they were born here. I'm like, why you mad at me? My parents was living there. I ain't got shit to do with that. Like, you know. I ain't got shit to do with where I was raised. I'm a whole child, but y'all mad at me for coming back and trying to learn my heritage.
Oh,
I don't understand.
their name was Song, and changed it to Song when her grandparents came to the U.S.
Mm.
So both her parents were born in Thailand,
Wow.
and met as adults in Sacramento. Interesting.
Dope. That's really dope.
She's
you
from the
Asian.
planet. Right.
Yeah, if both of your parents are born in Thailand, then technically even by blood
Right,
you're
she's
Taiwanese,
first
right?
generation.
Yeah, you're
right,
first
so
generation
how
American,
does-
but you're Taiwanese by blood, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
So
But they were just like she wasn't Asian. All right, for sure. It is
because
what it
they
is.
saying she's more American than her culture. That like I guess.
Than what they want to depict on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm
it is
like,
what it is. Hollywood's dying. It is what it is.
Yes, it is. It's dying.
that's dumb as fuck.
Hollywood is dying. It is what it is.
What about Constance Wu? Where was she born? Who's that?
I've heard that name before.
I have too.
I think that's the girl who played the sister.
The sister?
Like the sister in the movie Crazy Rich Asians. The one that was like
I
divorcing.
never watched
I
it.
haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
No, who is that? Oh, that's the
Oh,
main
she from
girl.
Richmond.
That's the main girl
Uh-huh.
from Crazy Rich Asians?
Uh-huh.
Why
Okay.
what else was she in?
Right. Her face is familiar.
Her face doesn't look familiar.
What's that? What's that? Show?
Goddamn, she was on a lot of shit.
Yeah, the first architect. What's the architect?
Nikita.
Oh, I haven't
Nikita.
seen
Is she on? Go down to
I
television.
haven't
Go down to
seen that.
television.
Long
Is that her? No, it's not her.
The solo.
Fresh off the boat.
Of course, fresh off the boat.
Fresh Off
COVID
the Boat
affairs.
was kinda
East
funny.
Side brother would like to live. What
Law
video was she?
and Order
What video
SVU.
was she in?
Beyonce.
Oh, Family Feud. I don't know.
Family Feud, oh.
High Moon Franklin and Bash.
Why
SVU.
her
Hustlers.
That's a movie. Oh,
She was on
Hustlers.
Hustlers.
Okay. Wait, go back.
She does look like
Oh,
that
shit.
girl that played Nikita.
Okay,
But she's in the new movie.
Crow the Legend?
No,
Short
no,
film.
No.
Okay.
Wrong thing. Parallel, Electric Slide, Deadly Revenge. No.
No. Her face. She looks like the girl that plays Nikita.
She does. The Architect I've seen.
It might just be a familiar face.
No.
You look that up.
But she does look like the girl that plays Nikita.
So her parents are from Taiwan.
Gotcha.
And
So-
she was born in Richmond, Virginia.
So what the fuck?
essentially no different than
Brenda.
Brenda's songs as far as both of her parents being born outside of the country and then her being born inside of the country of the U.S.
Yeah, he's one of the different character. He's one of the different
And
actors.
honestly,
But it was just
about
her
the
song,
about
though.
the same skin tone.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like you're Asian.
I don't understand. But you know, in each culture, we all have the same situation. So
Except white people.
They're
Right, all you
classes.
gotta be is white.
Yeah, they're
They're
classes.
classes.
Yeah, they're very
They're
classes.
classes.
Poor white trash, middle class.
They talk more
rich,
shit
way too rich,
about
sleeping
their
on the
own
scale.
people than other races do.
Yeah.
So,
Dang, man. That's why this world is coming to an end because of all this shit.
What?
Built on shit things stands, man.
Burning.
He's built on the idea of slow progression. And now we know how to progress. It's over. We gotta switch it up.
She wasn't Asian enough to understand. I mean, but it says that they said.
Well, I mean, somebody in the comments said that Brenda's song. Why this was Brenda's song because we were talking about Henry.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I mean, that's what I'm like. Where would this person get that information unless somebody said it?
I don't know. It's a Shark Tank. Bite each other up.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm like. It's a Shark Tank. Like,
I already give it out.
No, I get it out.
See, then this one.
Oh, Simu Lui responds to the experiment comment. A low-key jumping the gun without knowing the context. Although he did stand up. Had he been in the correct context, he did stand up for his people to make the point that was made. I appreciate it. But according to the context, he jumped the gun a little bit. But at least we know. At least low-key, kind of forced some sort of an informative tweet or text or information out there. So we got the 45-day press release situation going on now. We're doing something. Let's make it happen. If you guys want to support, we got 45 days. Get in there. Go see it twice.
Yep.
For real.
Comes out in.
Wait, which one? I'm sorry, I totally jumped
Shang-Chi?
into. Okay, yeah, I want to see that. I also want to see Snake Eyes.
I do want
I want
to
to
see
see Snake Eyes.
It's
Really
already
bad.
out, right?
Yeah.
If we pay for it at home, is it still supporting? No. Like Apple TV or some shit.
I mean, if it's
It
it's
depends
here.
on what deals they have.
Yeah, the contracts.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Oh, yeah, duh.
Yes.
For the streaming, so we just had this conversation. Gotcha.
But they're
Gotcha.
experiments, so they might be.
But we don't know what Snake
no.
Eyes was under release.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
We should
Shang-Chi
go.
and not Snake Eyes.
But
Got
Snake
it.
Eyes, we don't know. Yeah.
Who released it?
Snake Eyes is Marvel, yeah?
I mean, it's the Marvel Comics, but I don't know who produced it.
Gotcha.
Paramount Pictures.
Ooh. Watch
It's,
now. You can watch now for $20.
Yeah, you can maybe say like watch where or where like you know how they say like watch movie.
No, if you go
But he said $20. He just
on YouTube, we just showed a little $20 thing. So
Okay,
at least it
it's
looks like
on
it's available to
you
buy.
know, it's on YouTube.
I mean, I'm not gonna hate YouTube, but okay, go to all
Yeah,
watch
but-
options. So all right,
I'll watch options.
Bloom, right under YouTube. Wow.
36%.
Okay.
Okay, so it's,
So I think it's.
but
I
it's
think,
like
everywhere.
dang, 5.4. Dang, I hate like that. Why do you mean like that?
But you know some of the
He's Asian. He's not Asian enough.
They hate right. They hate, and they took up a whole 6
There's
minutes.
I mean, no.
imagine
It's not that he's not Asian enough. He's not white.
Yeah, he's
That
not
was
white,
what it
not
was.
white.
He's not white.
He's not white.
Like,
Yeah.
I
the
would
other
not-
the other movie. He's not
Yeah,
Asian
Asian,
enough.
Yeah, I honestly would not be surprised if they just gave it a 1 star without even watching it just because
Yeah. That
he's
is
an
Asian.
man.
The fucking
Hilarious.
power of. Never mind. I was gonna say something real disrespectful.
Hey.
We ain't gonna do that.
That's alright. Hollywood's dying. It's falling. It's crumbling.
Yeah.
It's
Karma.
crumble,
Karma.
blah, 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 blah,
Karma
blah,
will
blah.
eat you alive. Sucks to suck.
Blah, 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 blah.
And then
And then the main event.
What's her real name? Cause bitch, I'm not calling you this.
Good question.
What is your government?
Calling out your government.
Cause
What is her actual name? Nora Lum or Loom.
Nora.
oh, that explains Nora from Queens.
Yeah.
Who's
Alright.
not from Queens. She's
Damn.
from Portsmouth.
You see?
Wow. Nora, sweetie, you do a black accent.
Let's see.
And
She
just learn from your mistakes.
she
Oh, she
named.
was born in
wait.
Stony Brook, Long Island. Oh, I used to live in Stony Brook.
She
Yo, she was in the
named
cut.
one of her albums Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, like her first one. Like her first mixtape-ish situation.
Oh, her music names were very
Yeah, again, it was very like out there, like, oh, holy shit. It's
like
like, oh,
shock
oh.
and awe vibe.
But one of her biggest songs was My Bad.
My bad.
I'm just like, because I think of Yellow Ranger because you know the Yellow Ranger who died was Asian.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you choose to not be Asian. You pick and choose when you're Asian.
That part.
What? You can't pick. You are what you are. That annoyed me. That low-key annoyed me. It's like you name one of your albums Yellow Ranger.
the fuck?
But you don't want to be a caricature.
No.
Right. Well, this
Girl,
Nora.
Nora.
Pocky off of Pocky, green tea, yellow alert.
Wow. Wow, your whole album.
That's something I don't.
All your music is fucking
talking about your Asianness. Like I don't.
Just like Asian tropes.
Right, but you don't want to do an act. Okay.
Because
I bet if
minstrel.
I bet if I go on one of these songs, she's talking in the Asian accent. Quit playing with me.
Or having like Asian ad libs or whatever the fuck. Like I do. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I grew up in Forest Hills, Queens. Yeah, Forest Hill, Queens.
Sweetie, honey, it's gonna. We're gonna keep talking about it because you're
just full of
you're
a
a minority
hypocrisy.
talking about another minority group. Well, actually, no, we're the majority. Firstly, forgot we're the majority, and you talk about another group within the majority, and I need you to fix that, sweetie. You got rich off of our culture. You're welcome. Please pay homage. I would love for you to do that. Apologize. Just know that you fucked up, and that's okay. We can learn. But I'm gonna need you to not be a hypocrite.
Yeah, where she grew up in Forest Hills, 58.3% white, 2.5% black, 24.2% Asian. So white people and Asian were what she grew up around. So
In Pacific Islanders. So yeah. So who was you around? That 2%. For sure.
Right, and Forest Hills, where she grew up, is considered high income relative to those.
So you had
Western
money
cities.
as well too, like.
Wow. You from those suburbs? You ain't even from where this culture.
You
like,
can't even claim. Yeah, I'm like you can't even
comes
claim
from.
to be around the culture. Like.
Nora.
You just exposed yourself.
Nora. Miss Loom. Come have 2 seats. 2 of them.
Have a good day, Nathan.
Interesting. An interesting turn of events.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's true. And Crazy Rich Asians. That's so, I guess this won't be the first Asian movie I've seen her in. But she still had the black accent, but she was supposed to be like, this is what, quote, America did to her character. Because all the other, like, Asians in that movie went to, like, British boarding school, but she went to the U.S.
Okay, so she can just have a basic, like, regular accent. That's what I'm saying. Like, why do you have to... Any other time you want Americans to be represented by white people, but you want to make a mockery of black people and say that this is what America did to an Asian person? Make her have a black accent? Like, you're being disrespectful to a whole culture, not even just because of the black accent, but also saying that this is fucked up. Like, you fucked up our Asian person and made them this. That's not American. That's a whole culture. Like, no. There are Californians who have regular ass, proper ass, whatever English that they speak. Like, why couldn't it have been that? Why did it have to be a black accent? Like, was the fucked up part of it? Like,
right.
No, you're digging yourself into a deeper hole. Gosh.
Not about to watch Crazy Rich.
Yeah, I haven't seen Crazy Rich Asians.
I don't even want to.
I mean, it is a good movie. Her parts honestly annoyed me.
But that's what it is. Like, it may be a good movie, but like,
fuck you and fuck that.
You know, it's like, what the fuck? Like, and what's sad is people won't know it until they see it. So like, they still for those who have seen it, you have to see in order to know. You know, like somebody had to see in order to know that this was happening. So like, that sucks. So like, you know. The listing, the packaging and stuff, it's going to make you want to go see the movie because of who might be in it or the storyline that they might be putting out, and then you go see it and you're condoning this behavior without the knowledge of condoning the behavior. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yo, that's why Hollywood's burning. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to keep saying it. That's why y'all burning.
Nora, you fucked up. Just talk about it. They're going to keep bringing it up. Just talk about it. Just say something.
Yeah. Just say that.
Just be honest. Just be like, you know what? It got me booked.
Yeah, like that's even. It may not be respectable in the like cultural appropriation part of it, but it's like at least you were honest about what the fuck you were doing.
That part.
Stop trying to act like one
Like
you don't
you
know
don't
nothing.
understand.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
I
you don't
know.
understand, then you don't understand. But you can't not understand after doing this multiple times. You have no excuses now. One, I want to know who the fuck your agent is because that's fucked up.
Forget that. Who your manager?
No,
They're supposed to
whoever,
be
yeah,
together.
whoever's booking you.
Who's in your corner? Like, how
Who's
you
ever
doing?
booking you is ruining your reputation. You need to go hire another.
What
one.
if they not in your corner? Who you got? Jesse's people?
I hate it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, I needed to make sure I heard that right. I needed to process it real quick.
Not that though.
Well,
Yeah.
shoot.
An eventful day. An eventful day of events on the currents.
I'm not here for it.
Jesus.
Not all the hypocrite behind it. Girl, what?
It's not even one part of it is hypocrisy. It's literally your
The
whole
statement.
thing.
The whole statement. I'm
Everything
like,
about it. The way you move, the way you've been moving since you've been putting music out, like everything about you.
your
like
whole career.
here is a joke.
A lot of questions.
It's a joke. It's
So
just
why
a
did
joke.
you do hip hop?
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions. But
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
why I'm like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I don't know, man.
I'm done with her. I was never with her anyway.
No,
because
I
I'm
didn't
just
know
done
who the
with
fuck she
this.
was.
Yeah, I seen her face and I was like, oh, okay. Who is this girl with this long name? But that's
Right.
about it.
Right.
Yeah, that is. Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Because that.
Yeah.
You guys. It has been another
Hashtag
great
poppin'.
Sunday out here in the streets of LA. You know what it is. Today again, the Orange Edition.
It wasn't
appreciate
planned.
at all.
Yeah, it happens. It happens when it's supposed to. Thank you guys for being here for the current. Could have happened anyway, but it happened like this. We appreciate y'all for being here. Come back to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ the Aquarium AQM, Patreon, Twitch, all the situations. Hit us up. Don't forget we got Boogie Basement going. We got Acquired Taste going. We got, what are we doing? Vincenzo right now. What else? Huarang.
Oh, Rahan.
What else? That's it.
Huarang.
We got a few more things going on. I think that's it. And then we got, okay, that's it.
Ours is coming out soon. It's not out yet, but it is a podcast called Brackish, where we bridge the gap between men and women on like thought process, mindset, how we are treated by society, you know, stuff like that.
This is
So-
King.
and
my
this is
friends.
King.
Friends,
He's so cute.
baby.
He's cute.
I'm dark skin.
He's so sweet. But yeah. All right,
Yes,
y'all.
thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. And on our way out, you know what I'm saying, we're going to leave you guys with a little treat. Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, just trying to get my life together.
For sure. And while we're on the way, thank you guys for coming through. Kenya James, Missile T.
Hey,
who else
let's
we
go.
got?
Who's Kenya?
Nathan Gross.
In the chat.
Jessica Scott.
But they go on the screen because
Yeah.
they do the auntie, daddy, and cousin. Oh, wait. What?
Yeah, I'm auntie.
Yes. I'm cousin to them, but I'm TT to everybody else.
But thank you guys for coming through. We appreciate y'all.
I love you.
I'm auntie because they got a mom already.
And don't forget, share the stream. Let people know we're up here doing it every Sunday. This is our time. This is our slot. We see you guys.
Till next time.
Peace out.
It's hard to get it to.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Sir C, and I'd like to welcome you to the Boogie Basement. It is the place where some of the best freestylers come together to boogie in our basement.
Alright, so this is how it goes down on Boogie Basement. We got 2 rounds, and round 1 is dancer's choice. They get to pick any song that they want that caters to their style to get down. We get to watch what they do. But then we have round 2. It gets a little tricky. Round 2 is DJ's choice. And when we got on the 1s and 2s, DJ sends 0. Yeah, man. So he gets to pick whatever song that he wants, and we can see and put the dancer's skills to the test and see what they really got, right? So I hope y'all ready. Let's get it down. Let's go. Yo, and joining me today on the Boogie Basement floor, I got 4 amazing freestylers. First up, we got K-Flow.
Alright, so my name is K-Flow. I am a popper. I was born in the late 80s in Sacramento, California. Dance is everything to me. It's a family thing, it's a cultural thing. I've just been dancing since I was a little kid. So without dance, I almost don't know who I'd be.
Next up, coming up, we got my homie Ra. Yeah! Hey, let's go, Ra, let's go. Yo, yeah, let's go. Yo.
My name is Aaron Ra. People call me Ra. B-boy name is Splits, Illidel Flav, for I am the Flav father. I'm a classically trained hip-hop dancer. I was taught by the Electric Boogaloos. I learned from Don Campbell Lock and the Campbell Lockers. So I am at full foundation hip-hop dance. I'm an 80s baby, early 80s baby. So that is where my foundation comes from, being from Philly. A lot of my dancing comes through the party aspect. Dance means everything to me in terms of how I've learned to navigate the world through flow and rhythm. Everything in terms of our reality functions on a pattern. Those patterns, if you learn to recognize them, are ultimately just happening on a rhythm. So if you can recognize the pattern of rhythm, then you can recognize a lot of aspects of life. And for me, dance is an exploration of self. So you start to create great patterns that will help you through, while at the same time recognizing patterns in yourself to make you better.
And next up, we got Phantom. Let's go. B-Boy Phantom in this thing.
What's up? My name is B-Boy Phantom. I'm part of the Supreme Beans crew based out of Miami, Florida. So I'm the Miami chapter, and I've been dancing for about 24 years now. So I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 1984, and my style is practically breaking, b-boying, breakdancing, which is the media term. The style that I've been doing, which is breaking, but I've also taken a lot of different classes and training in other styles of dances like house or contemporary or ballet, popping, locking. It's just a little bit of all, just to be aware of, you know, what my body can do, but mostly breaking. Dance means everything. I mean, to me, dance means everything. I mean, it's practically a definition of who I am. It's taken a huge portion of my life at a very young age. I started traveling at the age of 15, practically touring all around the world, performing for thousands and thousands and thousands of people, which, I mean, brought me to this, you know, and I feel very blessed for it, to be honest.
But last but not least, we got my homie B-Strike.
Yo, what's going on? I'm B-Strike. That is a Crump name. That is a Crump title. That title represents my rank. The family name is Striker, and the rank is Baby. So that's my rank in the Crump family that I'm in. So instead of calling me Baby Striker, which can be perceived incorrectly, I just go by B-Strike. Yeah, I was born in the 90s in my hometown of Jacksonville, Florida, where it's real small and slow. So I've been dancing for about 16 years, but I started dancing seriously around the age of 14. What dance means to me, aside from another form of expression, because at the end of the day, that's really what it is, but it's a sense of self-care to me. It's not something that I always do around other people. I actually dance more in private than I do around other people because it actually is way more therapeutic. It's way easier to sort my thoughts. I really dance for me at the end of the day. I entertain people, but at the end of the day, I really dance for me.
So these are our 4 freestyles for today. I hope y'all ready to get into these vibes. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's go, K. Let's go, Phantom. Let's go, Phantom.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hey, B-Boy Phantom, let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go. Hey. All right, who we got next? Next up, go.
Make my knees hurt.
Hey. Are you next? Beats right? Is next? Okay. Hey. Ha, 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 ha.
Probably go.
Let's go. Hey. Hey. All right. Hey, let's K-Flow. Let's K-Flow. Get up, K-Flow. Let's go. Who we got next? Who we got? Crumpin, B-Strike on my left. Let's get it. Hey. Switch it up. DJ. B-Strike, work it out. Switch it up, DJ Sin Zero. Let's go. Hey, all right. He was just showing you a little sauce. Let's go, let's go. Chill.
Let's go.
Let's go. Coming up, it's my homie Rob.
I can't crump.
Let's get it. You ain't got to crump, bro. You got to do you. Let's go, DJ Sin Zero. Let's go. B-boy freestyle extraordinaire. Rob, let's get it. What you got, bro? Hey, let's go. Hey, hey, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Hey. Hey, let's go, bro. Hey, come on. It's my time. It's time to shine. He said, let's go. Come on. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Ha, yee, ha, yee, ha. Let's go. Hey. Yo, give it up for Rob. Yo, I know he's feeling that. If you're not feeling that, you're not alive, because those were some good vibes up in here. So coming up next is round 2. I hope y'all enjoyed round 1. See you in a second. So we're here for round 2, and I already told you, round 2 is DJ's choice. So let's see what these dancers got, and let's put their skills to the test. DJ Sin Zero, let's get this. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Yee! Let's go, fam.
Hey, with the airplane.
B-boy Phantom. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Hey. Come on. Let's go. Who's next? Who got it? Don't be scared. Let's get it. Hey. Let's go. Hey. Ha. Let's go. K-Flow. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Let's go. I see you, Flo. Let's go. Let's go. K-Flow, K-Flow. Let him know, let him know. Get in that pocket, bro. Better find that shit. Hey, shut up. I hear you, bro. Woo, let's go. Who we got? Let's go, Ron. What you got? What you got? Hey, here we go. For them house heads. Hey, hey. Hey. Ah. Let's go. Ah. Let's go. Be straight. Hit it, bit. Let go. Get it. Hey. Let's go. What's up, y'all? So we like to say thank you for joining us at Boogie Basement for our first episode. Say what's up for our dancers. Give it up for our dancers. And I'm your host, Sir C. And we'll see you next time. Lead with light and respect the cipher. Let's go. Let's go. Hey.